What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the monthly manifestation reading for the month of April. Okay, you guys, this is for the month of April. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, we are primarily using the Moonology deck. You see it. Okay. Um, Enjoyed my little 2 week hiatus to cleanse the energy, okay, after we had my first comeback, okay, of all the 12 signs. The monthly manifestations, as you guys should be now familiar with, is primarily to help you guys manifest your deepest desires or goals, okay, just to help give you some motivation. All right, we will be doing 3 questions, 3 placements, okay, one for the new moon, one for the first quarter moon, and one for the full moon, okay. But I'll give you guys a little bit of info in reference to this month coming up, April coming up, okay? So the new moon is coming up on the 1st, okay, which is on a Friday, okay? April Fool's Day to be exact, okay? However, one thing that I feel is very important for the month of April is the fact that we have 2 new moons in the month of April, okay? We have the 1st and the 30th, okay? 2 full moons. And with that being said, I feel like because there are 2 new moons, you need to remove the things that you do not want in your life that are causing you any duress or stress, okay? Anything that no longer serves you needs to be removed with those 2 new moons, okay? For some, it may be that you need to focus on things that you need to change, or setting multiple goals within the month of April, okay? The first quarter moon is on the 9th of April, okay? The 9th of April is falling on, let me see if I can pull up my calendar here. It's falling on a Wednesday, midweek, okay? So it's one of those things where it's kind of a duplication, in my opinion, of what we experienced in March, where it's a series of moons right behind one another, okay? So there's still obviously some work that needs to be done within your goal or motivation, whatever your goal is for the month of April, or just in general within your life. Every goal can't always be achieved overnight. It takes some time, okay, depending on what your goal is. The 16th is the full pink moon, okay? So with that, you want to embrace your inner strength, okay? Working on building yourself up, empowering yourself. Protect yourself spiritually and mentally during this month of April as well. And then the month, in my opinion, is focusing on growth and renewal. Okay, so you want to grow as a person, like I said, that inner strength that you have to push forward, to keep going, as you maybe transition from March into April, of really being steadfast in whatever your goal or ambitions are. Okay, definitely, definitely, definitely protect yourself spiritually and mentally. Okay, say your prayers, whatever your religion or beliefs are, stick to them as they are important to you, no one else. Okay, and mentally, just write things down. Whatever comes to your mind, focus on those things and write them down, whether they be positive or negative. Okay, understand if it's anything negative that you need to focus on why you feel that way, versus staying in that energy, okay? And in some shape, form, or fashion, change that negative connotation into a positive. Find a silver lining somewhere, okay? So I guarantee you there's one there, all right? So with that being said, we're going to go in and pull 3 cards. We're going to do one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle for our placements and our questions. By all means, at this time, you can go ahead and grab a piece of paper or a notebook and write down what it is that you want to focus on, or answering the questions that we do for the placements. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to flip everything over yet until we get everything down on the table here. So one directly from the bottom and then one energetically from the middle. I feel like going here. Okay. The last card. No peeking at the bottom of the deck until we flip it over. Okay, so the first question we have is for the new moon. Okay, what should be the mindset towards your intentions or goals? What should be the mindset towards your intentions or goals? New moon in Gemini, don't focus on that. Okay, if you are a Gemini, this is for the collective. It's not for any specific sign, okay? But communication is key. Communication is key in regards to what should be the mindset towards your intentions or goals, okay? So for some of you, it could be for the month of April, okay? And then remember, these are for these separate cycles. And if I haven't already, or if you guys don't already know, each cycle you're doing something different per each cycle. So the new moon, you should be working on whatever your new intention is. And remember, we have 2 new moons. So that means you have possibly 2 intentions this month, okay? Then by the first quarter moon, you should be at a halfway point where you are checking in on your progress towards your intention or your goal. And then by the full moon, you should have either completed your progress or close to completing or achieving your goal, okay, by the full moon. So communication being key here. For some of you, you may be doing a lot of communicating if it's in reference to maybe networking, a new business idea, communicating or collaborating with people in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? Communication is going to be really key. For some of you, some people are going to guesstimate the type of person you are by how well you communicate, okay? So how easy is it to communicate with you? How often do you communicate? If there's something major that's going on, how good are you in transferring that information to them and making them aware, okay? You're going to be doing a lot of talking this month, okay? I feel like for the collective, it's going to involve whatever your intention is going to involve a lot of communication, okay? So your mindset should definitely be to focus on your availability, to have communication with people. Make yourself an open, and how some people say, an open door policy, if you will, okay? Make yourself available so you can have those key communications, okay? Depending on what it is that you're working on, you are definitely going to be doing a lot of networking or communicating this month, okay? So prepare yourself for that in any shape, form, or fashion, okay? The next placement is in reference to the first quarter moon, okay, on the 9th. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon, okay? The question here is, will or have you made any progress? Will or have you made any progress, okay? Nothing will come of this situation, okay? Not a negative connotation, okay? Don't automatically think, oh, and want to give up. You can't, okay? And you shouldn't, okay? Have you made any progress? you at some point in time, or not you, or someone, okay, will get tired. It's going to be a lot of work, okay? Whatever it is that you're focusing on, that's going to cause a lot of communication by mid-month or by the ninth, by your like halfway point, you're going to get tired, or you're going to feel exhausted, or you're going to feel like it's not going anywhere, or something's not really making any progress. And it's either, it may not be so much in reference to you per se, your communication on your end. It could be communication on someone else's end, okay? And I'm feeling as though it's, with that situation being said, I'm getting an example of a possibility of having to, nothing coming of a situation with a certain or particular person or people or places or things, okay? I pretty much try to put any possibility in to cover all of the collective. But nothing will come of the situation in reference to, let's say there's someone that you're talking to in reference to a collaboration, and they are just very nonchalant, or they have no input or say so. They're not communicating well, as communication is going to be key. They're not communicating in a sense of wanting to work together with you, or put in the same amount of work as you're willing to put in, or you're having to give all of the ideas or all of the suggestions, and they're not willing to put in any type of input or say so. It's primarily falling on you. And there's possibly, for some of you, there's some that are able to only do, maybe you're not able to do the financial aspect, but maybe you are the creative in this goal or endeavor, and this person is the financial backer. If they're the financial backer and you're the creator, and they're kind of, you're butting heads with this person about what you want to actually do, and they're not trying to invest in you because it's something that they don't want to do, or it's something they don't have interest in. So you have to come to the realization that nothing will occur or come of the situation, because one person is not willing to put in as much work as the other person, okay? So it is going to stunt, or possibly stunt, your progress, in a sense of you then having to find someone else to work with or collaborate with, okay? If that makes sense. I know that was very long and drawn out, but that is obviously for somebody, okay? So with that being said, let's move on to the full moon placement here. The question here is, has or is the intention or goal, has or is the intention or goal been achieved or being achieved, okay? Adjustments are required is here for the full moon placement, okay? Adjustments are required. So, which I just stated, if someone is not able to put in, or is not interested in putting in the same amount of effort or attention to this goal, if it is something that is requiring a collaboration, you are going to have to adjust, okay, come the full moon, okay? And it does have third quarter moon here, but again, I don't really pay attention to the moon placements here, as this is for the month. I primarily look at the key message on these cards, okay? So don't put too much focus on that. Adjustments are required. So you are going to have to, again, let's pay attention to the 30th, again, being that new moon, that next new moon before the month is over. Meaning that is when you probably should do your adjustments, is on the 30th, okay? By full moon, you need to realize that adjustments are going to have to be made during the full moon, and look at what your final progress is. After you do that, I'm feeling that by the 30th, you're going to have to make new adjustments, okay? By the 30th, by the end of the month, before going into May, okay? April showers bring May flowers, as the saying goes. Make those adjustments. They are going to be required and they are going to be very beneficial to you. If those adjustments are to find someone else, another partner, then that is what you do. If your adjustments are to start saving money towards your goal, then that is what you do. These are just primary examples of how you make adjustments, okay? However, or whatever your goal is, make those adjustments based off of what your intention is for the month. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and flip over the bottom of the deck as we're at 1534 for the monthly manifestation reading. You and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe is at the bottom of the deck here. Cancer, new moon. Okay. So again, we're not going to focus too much on that. However, Cancer season will be rolling around not too long after Taurus is finished. Okay, so you and your loved ones are safe if this is in reference or whatever your goal is for the month. If it's in pertaining to your loved ones at all, by all means, know that they are safe. If your intention or goal is in support of your loved ones, maybe some type of family goal. I'm hearing maybe like a family trip or something like that. It will be safe for you to go. And just be mindful of any of the mandates within the state that you're traveling to. Okay. I'm also hearing, for some reason, don't just pop up on someone. If you're going to visit someone, make sure you actually contact them and see if they do have time for someone to visit them. Okay. And this could be just in reference to everything that's been going on with the pandemic as well. Okay. Anyone who has had COVID at all, your family is fine. They're safe. They've taken their shots. They've gotten everything that they need, and they will be clear by the time you do decide to go and visit them. Okay, that was just said. I felt that. But all in all, whatever your goal is, as it may be pertaining to family, you are safe in a sense of also communicating whatever has been bothering you within your family dynamic for some of you. So there could be a goal for some that want to make their family a little bit closer, possibly, or be more of a close-knit family. Maybe resolving some issues or relationships, possibly within April, within the family, and really just making those adjustments. If not family, it could be friends, things of that nature, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so we've got more on a sentimental note as we wrap up this reading, but I am feeling like we need to, which is a first time ever because I normally don't do this, but we're going to look underneath 2 times. Underneath the you and your loved ones are safe, it's time to release negativity. Okay, full moon in Scorpio, which we mentioned earlier. Okay, as far as making those adjustments and things like that. And at the beginning of the reading, we talked about basically if you do feel negative, allow that negative energy to come out, but ask yourself why you feel that way. Okay, and try to really focus on the feeling of why you are feeling that way. That feeling may not be primarily your feeling, it could be the feeling of someone else that has projected onto you. And so you need to focus on that energy and make some type of positive connotation from it. See a silver lining, as in allowing yourself to feel it, understand why you feel it, and how you can change that feeling into a positive. Okay? We're going to look under this card once more and get the last statement here. Okay. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Okay. Waxing crescent moon. And I'll hold this up for you. Guys, I should have held up the other ones, but I didn't. So, but I'll put them up for you. Okay. So, have faith in your dreams. And then these two cards here along the side. Okay. It's time to release negativity, and you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. So this is kind of like a very well-rounded monthly manifestation where it includes, like I said, family connections, friendships, things of that nature, along with goal orientation of what you're trying to achieve. Have faith in what you are trying to achieve, your goals, your intentions, whether they be materialistic or self improvement. Okay, have faith in your dreams. Only you can achieve them by working and getting motivated to be a better version of yourself than what you were yesterday. Okay. So with that being said, collective, that is all I have for you guys. That, again, this is my first time ever having that happen. But you know, things can instantly change. I have definitely learned that from doing these readings. Okay, wherever there's a need for additional information or insight, I am here to provide it at the best of my ability. Okay, but I truly wish you guys the best in this month of April. Just remember those dates: new moon on the 1st and the 30th. Take the time to remove what does not serve you, and focus on what your wants are. First quarter moon is on the 9th. That is your halfway point to check your progress. And then the full pink moon on the 16th. Embrace your inner strength. Protect yourself spiritually and mentally in the month is for growth and renewal. Okay, as we go into this crazy transition of energy. You guys already know the zodiac lineup will be coming up next week. So I can't wait to get into this energy. Y'all should see that lineup shortly. Okay, until then, peace.